Sup guys, NOHD here, and welcome to another movie review. And today's review is going to be based on the best, I'd say, me personally, the best movie of all time. Like, this absolutely crushes Endgame, just crushes it, absolutely just like fucks that, well, Jesus, calm down. It just, like, as much as I love Endgame is fucking awesome, but this movie was just... I'm going back to see it like tomorrow if this video is uploaded on time. The time I'm recording this, I'll be seeing it tomorrow and probably the next day. So I'm gonna be seeing it again and again because it's just the best movie. It's the best movie I've ever seen. And as you would know, this is a review, so I'm gonna be not explaining the movie from start to finish because it's gonna carry on too long. And in the title it says spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, please click off this video immediately or watch at your own risk. It's all up to you. Just don't get pissed. So the movie starts off like where Far From Home left off, where Spider-Man's identity was revealed by Mysterio, and like the whole city, well, probably the whole world goes after him because if you're a well-known superhero, especially if you saved half the universe and your identity is exposed, like, he ain't no Iron Man, so it's gonna come hard on him. I wonder how Tony got it so well. Like, for like the 10 years until Endgame? Whatever it was, 11 or 10 years MCU time. So, yeah, him and MJ are together. When they go to uni, it was like MIT, they'll get rejected because, you know, Spider-Man fucked it all up. Thanks, Peter. So, you know, Peter can't take it, and he just can't handle it. Like, who wouldn't? Like, if having your identity exposed is gonna like fuck up your future, things need to be fixed. Otherwise, you just live in a worthless life, of course. Yeah. So he goes to Doctor Strange to have like a spell to erase everyone's minds, knowing he's Spider-Man. But during the spell, you know, he just says like, oh, these people, oh no, this person just fucks up the spell, and woof, the multiverse is open. Woo! Looking back at it, I don't know if you guys think this, but after watching Loki, did the female Loki interfere? Like, did that happen at the same time as... No. I don't know. No. Well, I don't know. Did it happen? No, it wouldn't... God, I don't know. Did that interfere with the multiverse? Like, did she actually start it, or was it actually Doctor Strange? Then again, he closed at the end. Doc Ock comes back, Alfred Molina, the one and only Doc Ock. Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, he comes back. A bunch of other villains come back, like Thomas Hayden Church, who plays Sandman from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy, along with Doc Ock and Green Goblin, or from the Tobey Maguire trilogy. Jamie Foxx as Sandman. Jamie Foxx as Electro from the Andrew Garfield franchise. The Lizard, I forgot the actor's name, the Lizard. They all come back. So full nostalgia trip going on. So yeah, all these old villains from the old movies come back. It's pretty much like all the old villains from like the other Spider-Mans. Like, Peter doesn't actually have a villain have his own villain in this movie. It's all from the other universes, which makes sense. Well, Doctor Strange wants to kill them off. Well, put them back in the other universes, which kill them, and who also have memories of like where they left off from the previous Spider-Mans, which is pretty fucking cool. It shows it's all connected. So Doctor Strange wants to send them back, even if he kills them. But Peter wants to help out. Leads like this Doctor Strange like illusion like thing fight, and Peter wins the fight somehow. It's Doctor Strange, and goes to help the villains. But yeah, so I'm just gonna explain that part. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna try and go start to finish. I'm just gonna say like that's like the whole premise, the first part of the premise. Apparently, Doc Ock is the good guy, which is weird. I think he's like the only good guy. I think everyone else, yeah, like the Lizard, Electro, Sandman were all bad. Green Goblin was the main bad guy, because it makes sense for the Green Goblin to be the main bad guy, because Green Goblin is never good. He's pretty much like the Joker. In a way, he is. The laugh, the psychopathic mind. So, good match. And sadly, Aunt May dies from one of Green Goblin's bombs, so that I actually got a bit teary-eyed watching that, because that was totally unexpected. I did not know about that. I did see a few spoilers online which pissed me off. So, but I did not know about that. It was a big surprise, Aunt May's death, like that. And she was a good Aunt May. So, rest in peace, Aunt May. Peter's obviously really fucking devastated over this, because it was his aunt. It's pretty much all the family has left. I think Uncle Ben died. He doesn't have siblings or cousins, so that's gonna fucking suck. And then the best part of the movie happens, and I think you know what it is. Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire come back out of the blue. Woo! Out, the OG Spider-Man. No offense, Tom Holland. I'm kidding. That was like I kind of always knew they were gonna come back, because like they were giving off these like hints in the trailers and stuff, like Doc Ock saying, "You're not Peter Parker." Like, what else does that mean? And the way they came back was just like, oh, I wanted to like scream. Like the cinema I was in, had a bit of a crowd, like yeah, they're back, which doesn't really happen often, which isn't very big in Australian cinemas. People shouting in the cinemas, unless something really exciting happens like this. So that was fucking sick. Nostalgic as fuck. Especially seeing them in their OG outfits, like, and seeing them with Tom Holland, like, oh my fucking god, the nostalgia just hit hard. Oh, I'm just gonna quickly say, like, Andrew Garfield was my least favorite Spider-Man out of the three, but after watching this, I can't even choose anymore. Like, they're so, I won't say equal, but they're just different in their own ways, so it's hard to like choose who's the better. Because I honestly can't even choose anymore. And the cool part was seeing the three Spider-Mans go against. It was cool, like seeing them like chat about like their previous lives, which we saw in the movie. So it's obviously all connected. And then seeing all three go against the villains, doing their like all. The cool part was not all in one scene. That one shot of the like doing their pose, like, oh, we're waiting for this moment. And seeing them in their like I said again, seeing them in outfits, like full on outfits, it was just like, oh my god, I couldn't imagine, because who would have thought we wouldn't see Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man again, or Andrew Garfield was Spider-Man again? Like, it was just so. Oh my god! Wow. The fight scene was good. Seeing them like have fight their main villains. Like Spider-Man was fighting Sandman, and like Toby was fighting Sandman, and Andrew was fighting the Lizard and Electro, because it's their villains from their universes. And Tom's Spider-Man helps him out with having that cure device, which like takes out their powers, turns them back into mortals. So which was pretty cool. Which was really cool. Because he's pretty much like the leader. Like it felt like, I wouldn't say the leader. No, it wasn't like the leader of the Avengers, but it was like it was cool seeing him lead two Spider-Mans who are obviously older than him. One thing I gotta say though, and since Tobey Maguire was like Spider-Man, wasn't like 15 years ago, he's lost a lot of weight. He looks pretty skinny in this movie, and I mean he was older. He's like what, 45, 46, but he did look a lot thinner. Well, Andrew Garfield looked almost the same. Like you could, like I'm looking at him in his movies and in this one, it was like there's not much difference really. You could watch a part of this movie and think, is this his movie or the No Way Home? It's weird. it was cool seeing Toby reunite with Doc Ock for like the first time since Spider-Man 2, 2004, and Andrew suss things out with Electro we'll talk to Electro like face to face personally for the first time since Amazing Spider-Man 2. What was that, 2014? So a full on nostalgia trip right there. Just and then the Green Goblin comes and fucks everything up, and MJ falls. Falls off the edge of a balcony, and Tom Spiderman tries to save her, but Goblin knocks him away, and then we got to see Andrew try and catch her instead, which made up for him failing to catch Gwen in his universe and movies. So it was a pretty good redemption there, and seeing him like emotional when he caught her, because it was just like, wow, I saved you, but I never got to save Gwen. This is what I could have done with Gwen, but yeah, that's a lot of emotional scenes. And then Tom Spider-Man and Green Goblin go face to face. Tom has the upper hand. I was about to stab him with the broken glider, and Toby Spider-Man stops him because he may have been responsible for May's death, but killing him is not going to make anything feel better. And Goblin stabs Spider-Man in the back. Stabs Spider-Man in the back with one of his knives, which it's kind of like a callback to Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man when Green Goblin gets stabbed, which was kind of like a cool reference, but also sad because I actually thought that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was gonna die, and I'm like, no, we just brought him back, keep them both alive. Tom gets the upper hand and injects him with the cure, and then it's all over. And Tom just realizes that the only way to like stop this madness, because all these everyone was like coming through like the multiverse portal, because they all knew who Spider-Man was. Spider-Man just decided to just make every single person in existence just forget who he is, just to keep everything in peace. That means MJ and his friend Ned, so he's pretty much gonna be a loner, which is hard thing to choose, because you will go mad, but it was the only way to save the universe. We did that. He said goodbye to the both Spider-Mans, did that three-way hug. All three hug, which was just like emotional because we all got to see them all huddled together, and he said bye to MJ and Ned, and the spell was made, and Peter was just in a way non-existent to the whole of existence. This is recorded a little bit later. Sorry, I forgot to say this. I think the reason why Tom Holland decided to not reveal himself to his friends at the end, or like tell him like everything, I'm Spider-Man, like I'm your boyfriend, I'm your best friend, all this, because since he's moving to Sony, from what we all know, he'll be moving to another universe, so it kind of makes sense to make everyone forget about who he is, like everyone in his universe, all the like Guardians of the Galaxy members, Avengers, all that remaining Avengers forget who he is. So when he goes into the Sony universe, no one's like, wait, where'd that Peter guy go? Where'd that Spider-Man? Well, actually, they might even wonder where Spider-Man is, but Peter, they won't know. The movie ends with him in the new Spider-Man suit doing his thing, because that's his responsibility, is to be Spider-Man. And the mid-credit scene was pretty cool, because it was like Eddie Brock and Venom from the Sony universe, who only just came to Tom's universe, and quickly got transported back to his, and left behind a little bit of Venom's body, which is pretty much telling us that Spider-Man's going to become Black Suited Spider-Man. So we can't wait for that whenever that's going to be released. And then the post-credit scene was just like a Doctor Strange 2 trailer, so can't wait for that. I think it's coming in like February or something. But yeah, to end this review, I'm going to give this movie straight 10 out of 10. Perfect. Fight scenes were great. Maybe Tom and Andrew should have gone maybe longer fight scenes, but you don't want the movie to drag on too long. So it was I'm accepting what we got. It was brilliant. Perfect. Great action scenes, great story, sad scenes, very emotional sad scenes, exciting, like adrenaline jumping scenes, especially with, like, you know, Toby and Andrew. So perfect movie. Gonna keep on seeing it probably until it's out of cinemas, and watch the shit out of it again on Disney Plus when it comes out on that. And yeah, fucking hell of a good movie. Woo! Can't wait to see it again. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching this movie review. Remember to like, subscribe. There'll be a link down in the description with the other movie reviews if you want to watch that. Dating back to Avengers Endgame, which is now my second favourite movie, with Far From Home on top, so cheers to that. Got it from the cinemas, it's empty. And I dropped the straw, so it's yuck. So anyway guys, yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Laters.